Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is very different from what I usually post. If you are new, my name is Alex and I usually do Sims 4 challenge videos. And I'm currently doing the Bachelorette and the 7 Toddlers challenge, but today I have a speed build video. This is my very first build that I do on my own. I've attempted to do builds before, but I've always had to use someone else's video as a tutorial because I could just never do it on my own. But that's changed and I wanted to try something different for a while now, so definitely expect to see more speed builds in my channel in the future. So today's video is a speed build based on the house from the TV show Everybody Loves Raymond. And this is the house where the main character, Raymond Barone, lives with his wife, Deborah, and his 3 kids. He's got a daughter named Ali, and he's got 2 twin boys named Michael and Jeffrey. So Everybody Loves Raymond is probably one of my favorite TV shows. It's a show that I can watch on repeat. I never get tired of watching it. I've seen like every single episodes, so I really enjoyed it, and I really wanted it to be my first speed build video. So I hope I do a good job of it. I've got a picture of what the actual house looks like just at the top corner, so you can use that as a reference on whether you think I've done a great job on recreating it or not. So for people that don't know, this house is actually a real house that is somewhere in New York, I believe. And so you can actually go to the actual location of where this house is and go and see it for yourself. So that's really interesting. So I'll just talk a little bit about what the show is about for people that have never seen it before or don't know what I'm talking about. So Everybody Loves Raymond is about the character Raymond, and like I mentioned, he lives in this house with his family, and he's a sports writer for a newspaper, and he's got his own article. And across the street from his house is where his parents live. The names are Marie and Frank, and it's a comedy show. It's a sitcom, so it's quite funny, which is one of the reasons why I really love it. And at the beginning of the show, he's got his brother Robert, who also lived in the house with his parents. But around like season 3 or something, his brother like moves out and lives in an apartment. So that's that's interesting. So I'd love to also recreate his brother Robert's apartment maybe someday. So anyway, so the show's quite funny. It went on for about like 9 seasons, so it's quite a long show. There's lots of episodes on it, so I definitely do recommend to go and check it out if you've never seen it before. So you can just find it like online, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure whether it's on Netflix or not, depending on like the country that you live, because it's not in Netflix on where I live. I wish it was but it isn't. We just have it on our TV, our local channels. We just have it on that. But it's really funny. You go check it out. Raymond is always annoyed with his parents. Him and his wife Deborah are always annoyed at Marie and Frank, his parents, always coming over and just coming over to their house and annoying them. So yeah, it's quite funny. And they're always like, it's about like family problems, but like in a funny way. So that's one of my favorite shows, and I'll just talk about like the build now. So at the moment you can see me trying to choose a color for the roof. I struggled with this because I really, at the beginning of doing the build, I really wanted it to be exactly the same as what it is in real life. But obviously that doesn't, you can't really do that when you're doing a Sims 4 build, because you can't really have everything completely exact, the exact same. And this is a base game build. I'm building with the base game, so I think that kind of makes it just a little bit more harder, because without any of the expansion packs or the game packs or whatever, it's very limiting. So I just wanted to give you guys a sort of a life update on what's been happening with me and why I've decided to do something different, like a speed build on my channel. And that's because I usually play on the PlayStation, on the PlayStation 4. That's where I usually do my my videos, where I film, and yeah, that's where I do everything. But lately I've just sort of grown tired of it, and it's so much harder, and I feel like I miss out on so many things when I play on the PlayStation compared to people that play on PC or on a Mac, whatever. So yeah, I decided to buy my own PC laptop, and I installed The Sims there. And at the beginning of when I was starting out and playing it, I found it like I didn't know what I was doing. I really struggled with the sort of like the controls of like the camera controls, like controlling my like when my sim would walk. I didn't really know how to like follow my sim, like how the camera would follow her. So I really struggled with that, but it took some time, and now I've got a handle on it, which is great. And I also got myself a mouse, which really helps, because just using sort of like the trackpad on the laptop is a little bit hard, so it's much easier with a mouse. Yeah, so doing the builds on a PC is so much easier than doing a build on the PlayStation 4. It's just, yeah, so I've decided to do a lot more builds on this channel. You'll see a lot of that. Anyway, yeah, I've also started out trying out, like, because I always hear about people using CC and using mods in their game. And obviously when I was playing The Sims on the PlayStation, I had no clue what the hell that was. Obviously I couldn't try it, so that was another thing that I felt that I was missing out. So I've also had a try on using CC and mods, so you'll probably see more videos like that on my channel. Like, just let me know if that's something that you're interested in the comments. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe doing videos about CC and mods, just showing like the mods that I use, or like the CC that I use in my game. So just let me know if you're interested, and I can definitely do a video on that. Okay, so now I'm doing like the windows for the house. And so I did this build before the whole update happened, the whole big update where we can now freely place windows and doors anywhere, sort of on the walls. And yeah, so obviously I didn't know that it had to stick to a certain part of the wall. Like, you couldn't just place it anywhere, and I struggled with that. And then you can see me trying to adjust sort of like the top part of the house, because I really wanted the windows to be centered. And obviously it looked kind of weird having it just one window. It was just like the window that I chosen was too small. So I made a lot of changes, as you can see. Yeah, so I really struggled with the windows, because I really just wanted it to look exactly like on the actual house. And then, like, after struggling for so long, I was like, you know what, just forget it. I'm just gonna do what I can, even though it doesn't look exactly like the house. It's gonna look fine. Like, I just had to sort of like let that whole pressure, of trying to have it look exactly the same way, just had to sort of let that pressure go, and then just do as much as I can. And then I've done resizing of objects before, and I wanted to know whether it worked as well for windows and doors. Obviously it doesn't, as you can see me struggling. Like I really struggled with the windows. It was at the beginning. Yeah, it was just terrible. Yeah, I thought that I could have resized the window and still have it work. Obviously that's not working, so I had to abandon that idea as well. So this video is actually a two-part. So in this video I'm doing the outside of the house, and then in the next video I'm going to be doing the interior. I wanted it to be just one video, but this build, because I'm not like a professional builder at all, I'm a new builder, so it took me quite a long time to build this house. It took me about I'd say about a week and a half to do this, which is probably a long time for some people that are, you know, more better at building than I am. You know, it probably just takes them like a few hours, but this build took me like a week and a half to do, because I was really just struggling, especially since I, you know, haven't played The Sims on a PC in a while. For like years. I think the last time that I played The Sims on PC was The Sims 3. Yeah, so long time. Yeah, and I only got into playing The Sims this year. So yeah, I know it's very behind compared to some people. I know some people have been playing The Sims 4 since like it came out, but for me, I have only played The Sims 4 you know, this year, beginning of this year, February to be exact. Yeah, so I struggled with the building, but hopefully, you know, it all turned out fine. Well, to me, I had a good time making it. Like at the end, I was so happy when I finished the entire build. I was so happy finishing it. So I hope you guys think that I've done a good job. I mean, so right now I'm doing the garage, and this was another thing that I really struggled with. Like I got really frustrated with doing the garage. So I've wanted to put a door, sort of a garage door, but I knew that base game didn't really have any like good garage doors, so I thought maybe putting sort of like a column would help, but it didn't help. And then I was really struggling with this, and I really got frustrated with building the garage, and ended up just giving up on it for like 3 days. For like 3 days I didn't touch my build at all, because I was so frustrated with doing the garage. Like it just frustrated me on why you know, it couldn't be like on its own foundation compared to the house. Like why couldn't it be on a different sort of level of foundation compared to the house? Like it really frustrated me on that. And thankfully one of my favorite Sims builders here on YouTube, Kate Emerald, I just want to give a shout out to her. She is one of the best builders ever, so if you haven't seen her videos, definitely do go and check her out. And she also doesn't just do builds, she also do tutorials as well. And I found that she had a base game tutorial on Garage, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I had a look at her video, and yeah, so basically my garage is exactly is pretty much exactly the same as what she has on her video. So thank you so much, Kate. I really owe you one, because without your fantastic tutorial here on YouTube, I don't think I could have managed to finish this build, because the garage really frustrated me. So now you can see me putting oh my goodness, this is quite embarrassing, a fence on sort of as a railway, not railway, sort of like the stair, the rail on the stairs. Sorry. Yeah, so I didn't know that there's an actual like rails for the stairs. Like I could have just chosen that, but like, you know, I didn't see that and I didn't know it, so it took me a while. So don't worry, don't write something saying that, oh, why did you put a fence? Because I definitely do go ahead and change it. It's gonna be in the part 2. So yeah. It's a bit dumb of me, but like I said, I am not professional builder. I am quite new, you know, I'm still trying to get a handle on all things. Yeah, so this is me just getting really frustrated. I didn't know like what I was doing, because I wanted the garage to be right next to the house, just like what it has in the actual house, but like it wasn't working because of the different foundation levels. But yeah, like I said, Kate Emerald really helped me with doing the garage. So yeah, she's got so many other tutorials on her channel, so do go and check out her channel, they're great. And yeah, so another thing that I just wanted to talk about was on why it's a base game build. You know, why don't I have any of the packs? And that's because obviously when you go from a console to PC, you can't actually bring sort of like your packs that you have on the PlayStation. Like I couldn't just transfer it to the PC, which was quite frustrating, but like I understand why it's like that, because what you have in console and PC, like it's quite, well, it's not very different, but it's slightly different like from what you have. So I understood why I couldn't just transfer my packs, so it was quite frustrating. So I had to yeah, at the moment I've only got base game and one other pack, because I'm waiting for like the sales to come out. So I don't have the Eco Lifestyle, which is the brand new pack. I don't have that. I do have, you know, Outdoor Retreat was on sale, so I went ahead and got that, because that was one of the packs that I had when I was playing on the PlayStation. So I definitely want to get the packs that I had on PlayStation first, sort of just get that, you know, get that going into my PC, and then I'll probably start getting all the other packs. So I'll keep you guys updated, but hopefully, you know, there's gonna be a big sale soon, so then I can, like, you know, save some money and get all the other packs. So yeah, so this is me now still doing the garage. I'm recreating, I'm following what Kate Emerald had in her video. It took me a while as well. Like everything just took me a while, because like as you can see, it wasn't working. I had that big door that was, you know, the door where there's like no actual door. It's just like a column, but not really. I don't really know how to explain it. It wasn't like leveling properly, so I had to go ahead and fix that, but I've edited out because it took a while. So yeah, I didn't want to bore you guys with having too much you know, just too much repetitiveness. So I definitely found doing the exterior a lot more harder when I did the interior of the house. I found it a lot more fun because it was decorating, whereas you know, doing the exterior is more like the building of the house, and it was a lot more fun doing the inside of the house than the outside of the house, I think. Yeah, so also here now I'm doing the landscaping, just I don't even know if you can call it that, but like, you know, like the gardening part where I'm putting in like the trees and, you know, the flowers and bushes and, you know, grass and whatever. Before doing the build, I was dreading this part. I was just really dreading it, because when I did it on the PlayStation, it was just so frustrating and so hard to do. Like I felt like it just took such a long time to do, and it gets kind of boring when I did it on the PlayStation, when I would do like a tutorial. on YouTube, but when I did this on my own for this video, I actually found it quite fun. Like I actually I couldn't believe it. Like I was like having so much fun, and I actually didn't even want to stop doing the landscaping. Like I wanted to turn it into like a jungle or something because of how much fun that I was having of just putting down like, you know, flowers and plants and all the trees. Yeah, so it was quite fun doing it. So next time I do another build, I'm definitely going to be looking forward to doing the landscaping, because yeah, I mean it was really fun. Like I wouldn't say it's my favorite yet, but I had so much fun doing it. Like, you know, it was easy because you're not really like copying anything. Like you're sort of like free to do, you know, what you want with the landscaping, because with the interior I obviously had to copy the sets of the show. I had to copy the you know, the living room, the kitchen, which is like the two main parts of the house in the TV show. Those two parts of the house are featured a lot in the show, the living room and the kitchen dining area, as well as probably the main bedroom, Ray and Deborah's bedroom. Those are the setting that you see a lot in the house, compared to sort of like, you know, the bathroom or like the children's room. Like you see that in the house, but probably not as much. But, you know, obviously I had to recreate that you know, for the build. Yeah, but with the landscaping, I found that, you know, you can just do whatever you want. You know, you can, you know, put big trees here, put little ones, you know, there, and, you know, it was fun. So now I'm doing the windows again. I'm actually doing the windows. Yeah, so it was all about just sort of selecting the right window, because obviously I felt like base game didn't really have anything similar to what's on the actual house, which is again something that frustrated me, because I really wanted it to be the same. This was all before I had to let go of the pressure, and so it took me a while to like select the right windows and just sort of be happy with it. And so I ended up with what you can see on the video right now. Yeah, this I felt like it was okay to use these windows, so hopefully you guys feel the same way too. So now I am doing the sort of like the walkway, you know, like the stone walking pathway, I don't know what you call it, that leads from the front of the house to sort of the main sidewalk. And I'm also going to be doing the sort of like the pavement, the gravel area where the garage leads from, sort of where you drive your car in from and park in front of the garage. Oh my goodness, I don't really know the words. I'm having like a mind blank. So yeah, it took me a while to just sort of choose the right one, and I settled on this one because I thought it was like a nice color, and it looked real. It looked like something that you'd use in real life, compared to some of the choices. Some of the choices are quite like not realistic, if you guys know what I mean. Like it doesn't seem like you'd see in like in real life. You'd see some of the choices and it's a bit like, huh? Yeah, so now I'm just doing sort of like the grass part outside of the house. I felt like what it had originally was just way too light green, and I wanted it to be just a tiny bit more darker, like a dark green for the grass. So that's why I've colored that part in, and I left that little part there next to the house because I'm gonna fill that up with more plants and more flowers and stuff. So yeah, so now I'm just trying. you know, this whole build is pretty much an experiment, just trying new things, because I've never built on PC before with Sims 4. So yeah, this is just me trying, you know, different things, trying to see like all of these what do you call them, sort of like the terrain, I think that's what you call it, like so like the painting the terrain part. Like I don't usually do that when I was doing like builds in on PS4. Didn't really, because I just felt it was very intimidating. That's the right word. Yeah, it just felt all really intimidating to use. I was always like, oh my goodness, like yeah. So you know, this whole thing is pretty much an experiment, just trying new things and seeing whether, you know, I can do it, whether I can't do it. If you know what I mean. Yeah, so now I'm just doing a bit more of the landscaping, and yeah, this is probably the part that I really enjoyed when it comes to doing the outside. Yeah, so landscaping was a lot of fun. Yeah, and as you can see, there's like no door at the moment. There is no front door. I saved the door till the very end because I felt like doing the door was the easiest part. All you had to do was choose one and, you know, be done with it. So I saved that till the very end. I wanted the very easy part at the end. So now I am doing the sort of the front garden of the house, and I'm going to bring up the actual picture of the house in a moment. But in that picture they have quite a lot of like greenery at the front garden. I kind of wanted to recreate that as well. I want it to be like very green, you know, just very I wouldn't say jungle like, but you know, like it's got a lot of plants. Which is what it has on the actual house. And now I'm just doing the stones. I'm not sure if this is correct because I haven't really seen much a lot of other builders doing this, so this again one's an experiment. But I chose like different colored stones. Like some of them are black, some of them are sort of like a pinkish brown color, so I'm not too sure whether that's like real to life, but you know, like I feel like stones are usually different colors, like they're not all just white or gray. So that's what I did with that. But let me know whether that's a bit, you know, dumb or not. And you know, I'll try something different next time. But yeah, I just wanted to, it was just an experiment. And so I'm about to finish up now. I'm just doing touch-ups with the stone pavements outside of the home. And as you can see, I've put in the car. This is Ray and Deborah's car. Yeah, so now I'm just finishing up, and now I'm going to show you guys some screenshots. Please do let me know whether you've liked the video. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and tune in for part 2. Bye.